Do you know what is an assessed value of a real estate property? What is a market value of a real estate property? How these two influence on calculating a property tax? Do you want to know the answer to these two questions? Let's dive in. Hi, I am Darling Medranda, a real estate salesperson with Ian Alexander Real Estate Team and eXp Realty in Long Island, New York. Just a disclosure, if you have any questions about property taxes that goes beyond my expertise, please consult a tax professional. It is common to hear the word assessed value, but no one knows what it is or how it works in real estate. If you are either buying a home or own a home, it is imperative that you recognize these words and what that means. Whether you are an existing homeowner or you are planning to buy or sell a home, understanding assessed value versus market value is critical. The first one is used to determine how much you owe in property taxes, and the second one tells you what the property is worth. You may hear people refer to them as comparing tax assessed value with fair market value instead. Assessed value is the dollar value assigned to a home or other piece of real estate for property tax purposes. It takes into account the value of compatible properties in the area, among any other factors. In many cases, the assessed value is calculated as a percentage of the fair market value of the property. Assessed value is much often less than market value. Now, let's see what's the difference between assessed value and market value. The primary difference between assessed value and market value is their purposes. If you are planning to sell a home or buy a new one, the fair market value is what you and the buyer or seller agreed on. In contrast, the assessed value of a home doesn't come into play during the sales process. Once you are a homeowner, though, the assessed value of your property will be used to calculate your annual property tax bill. But who decides each type of value? The official fair market value of a home is determined by the buyer and the seller. However, the process starts with a professional appraiser who inspects the property and considers several factors such as lot size, square footage, style, curb appeal, and age, number of rooms, quality of maintenance, appliance conditions, energy efficiency, and other systems, comparable properties in the area that have sold recently, location of the property, including the surrounding neighborhoods, schools, districts, and other features, supply and demand in the local market. The appraisal value of a home can be different than the list price and might be used by the buyer and the seller to negotiate without being pressured to accept a deal. To get the final sales price, we see the fair market value of the home. On the other hand, the local tax assessor is responsible for calculating the assessed value of the properties in their municipality. While some aspects of the calculation can vary, they generally take the fair market value of the property and multiply it by the assessment ratio for where you live. Then multiply that figure by the local mileage rate. In property tax terms, a mil is a 1/1000th of a dollar, equals to $1 of tax for each 1,000 of assessment. Let's say you are planning to sell your home. You hire an appraiser who inspects the property and performs a comparative market analysis or CMA on your property, giving you an estimate value of $330,000. You list the home for that price, but there is some issues with the home, such as a water heater that needs to be replaced and some water damage that must be fixed, and the buyer offers $320,000 instead. You agree to repair the water damage and offer to cover half of the cost of the new water heater in exchange for a $325,000 sales price. If the buyer agrees, neither party feels pressure and the market conditions are normal, favoring neither the buyer nor the seller. That's the fair market value of the home. Now, the buyer will soon begin to pay property taxes on their new home. If the assessment ratio in that municipality is 40%, multiply that by the $325,000 to get an assessed value of $130,000. Then, let's say the mileage rate for the local municipality is $20 per 1,000 or a 2%. You will multiply that by the assessed value to get a property tax bill of $2,600 for the year. You typically won't pay your property taxes directly. In many cases, your mortgage lender manages an escrow account for property taxes and homeowners insurance, and a portion of your monthly mortgage payment goes into it. As I mentioned on the beginning of this video, if you have any questions regarding asset value or taxes, please consult a tax professional, since I'm not one. On the other hand, if you think this video is informative and can be of interest to others, please share it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I post a new video every week and you don't want to miss anything. Hi, I am Darling Medranda with eXp Realty. Remember, whether you are buying a home or selling a home, all starts with a dream. Let's dream together. Thank you, and I will see you soon.